Hi guys, and welcome to All About the Philippines. Now, a question I often get is, how young is too young to date a Filipina? So, that question, it's not so easy to answer really, because everybody's different and everyone's looking for something different. So, the question is twofold. Is it, how young is too young for the Filipina to be for you? Or how young is too young for the Filipina in society's eyes? So there's two different ways to look at this. Now, of course, in society's eyes, anything with more than a 5 or 10 year relationship gap is going to be seen as too much. Now, that may be totally different from what you want in your life. You may want a younger woman, you may not. So it really depends on you, and if you don't mind being judged by society, because let me tell you, society and maybe even your own family will judge you. So, and not really that, that may not matter to you. If they judge you, they judge you. It might not matter, but for some people it may matter. It may be a big problem, and it can actually be the downfall of the relationship in the long term if it's something that gets to you. Look at this, for example. If you're 60 years old and you're dating a 20-year-old Filipina, and she's very beautiful and attractive, she comes to your country, for example, you're going to be walking down the main street of wherever you live, and you're going to get a lot of people staring at you. There's going to be a lot of whispers, they're saying to each other, and you know what they're talking about. And for some people, that can be a real hard thing to manage. It can be even to the point where they might feel a bit embarrassed. So if you're a person that feels embarrassed by that, then why would you go for a younger Filipina? Because it becomes hard to go out in public. There are some people who marry young Filipinas and they don't want to go anywhere. And that's probably, I would say that's one of the reasons why they don't want to go anywhere, because always being judged by members of the community. I think it depends, I really believe it depends on what age you are and what age the Filipina is, whether it's going to work. So, for example, the chances of a 20-year-old and a 60-year-old working are getting more slim, let's say. Because the Filipina is still growing into herself and finding out who she is. She doesn't know who she is yet. Whereas the man at 60 years old, he's well and truly knows who he is, and he's settled in life and knows exactly what he wants. So that's fine. But so what's going to happen as the years go on, as she hits 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, the distance between the two of you are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually something's going to give, something's going to crack, and she may decide now she wants a younger man, someone that, more her age. And especially if she's in a Western country, she can do that easy. And look, if she's in the Philippines, she can still do it easy too. She can find a nice younger Filipina or Western man in the Philippines. So it's really a matter of what you can manage in your life. If you're worried about what other people are going to say or not going to say. For me, my wife is 20 years younger than me now, but she was 29. She was 29 when I met her, and I was 49. So for me, that was fine. The age difference didn't look massive to us, and we got on very well together, and we still do. And it's a fantastic relationship, So that sort of thing never played on my mind, because she wasn't like 20 years old and I wasn't like 60 years old. So I've never worried about what anyone else says anyway. My life is my life, and that's the way I look at it. And it's turned out to be a great move for us, but it doesn't always work out that way. So how young is too young? Well, that's up to the person. That's up to the two people involved. And look at it from the Filipina's point of view. Does she want to would she be embarrassed if she's walking around with a man who looks like, let's be honest, her grandfather? People would say, is this your stepfather, or is this your father-in-law, or whatever? It can get a bit embarrassing, let's say, at times. So for some people, and as I say, others it doesn't worry them at all. So you've really got to look at it from that point of view. Now society's point of view is going to be that a 20-year-old and a 60 or 70-year-old just is not acceptable in their eyes, and so they're going to be always, you know, judging you everywhere you go, and you know, whatever you do. You go shopping, they're going to be judging you. You go to the movies, you're going to be judged. You go anywhere at all, you go for a walk around, wherever you go for a walk, and people are going to judge you. No matter where you go, you will be judged. So if you're a person that worries about that, then instead of going, if you're 60, instead of going for a 20-year-old, go for someone around 30, 35, and you won't have that problem. If you're an 80-year-old, go for somewhere 40 to 50, you won't have that problem as much. So that's all I want to say, guys. The idea of these sorts of videos that I do are to get a discussion happening. My opinion is just my opinion, guys. It's not right, it's not wrong. Same as your opinions. They're not right, they're not wrong, they're just our opinions. And I would like to get a discussion going in all of these videos that I do, all these talk videos. I'd love to get that discussion going and hear other people's point of views. And let's, of course, as I always say, let's do it respectfully. And you know, that's what this community is about, getting different opinions, views that everyone can learn from. Okay, guys, I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video around with all your networks, and of course, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and bye for now.